What have we just witnessed? My god, that is the best game of football I have ever watched in my entire life, and I doubt we're going to see anything better at the highest stakes World Cup final 2022 Argentina versus France. And it had everything: Messi versus Mbappe, utter domination from Argentina to take the 2-0 lead, and then a comeback from Mbappe scoring one of the best goals of the tournament with that volley. 2-2 goes to extra time, one goal each again, and we go back to penalties, and Mbappe scores 3 goals in the entire game. First hat-trick in the World Cup, presumably, and Argentina still have the dominance to pull through. And oh my god, what have we just watched? I mean, I had friends telling me at 77 minutes that that's the most boring final ever, and it just goes on to probably the best game in a World Cup ever. Oh my god. I mean, where do I even start? The sheer quality in that game. Messi is never too old. I mean, after that Saudi loss, you had everyone calling out Argentina, saying that they're not even going to get out of their groups, and they have just won the World Cup after a total dominance from Europe in the last 3 or 4 World Cups. And it's back to South America. Argentina have it again, and wow, it's just so beautiful seeing Messi lift that World Cup, the pinnacle of his footballing career, and the best moment we've had to witness over the recent years. I mean, Mbappe at the age of 23 scores 8 goals in this World Cup alone. 4 years ago, when he was 19 years old, had 4 goals in a World Cup. He's 23 years old, has 12 goals across 2 World Cups, and already has won the World Cup. I mean, he could go on to have the best World Cup record in his career, and he's just getting started. I mean, I think at the end of the day, it really came down to who had more experience left in the team. I mean, France did come in with a lot of injuries, and people had written them off just because of the squad depth that they were lacking compared to last year, but they showed that they still have the quality to get to the finals. And Griezmann coming off, Giroud coming off, those were some bold substitutions to make for Didier, but it worked. Colomwani and Thuram coming on brought so much intensity to that game, contributed to both of those goals, and brought it back to 2-2. I mean, of course, it's just because of Mbappe's skill, but who else could do it? And what just happened is they entered extra time with Argentina having a much more experienced squad compared to France, and it went on to penalties, and we just knew that Argentina were the favorites from there on. Not only do they have one of the best goalkeepers, Emi Martinez, but they just had the depth, the experience required to go through the penalties in the finals of the World Cup. I mean, the stakes never get higher, and France just had a really inexperienced team and a very young team, some of them even playing their first World Cup, and they just didn't have the confidence to pull through once we got to the penalties. But wow, what a game that was. I'm not going to forget that game for the rest of my life. And comment down below what you thought about that game and whether you thought the deserved team won it. I mean, I think they did, and Argentina just brilliant, epic World Cup, and what a way to end that. And make sure to hit the subscribe button. I mean, the World Cup's over, but we have European football starting again in a week's time, and we will be back with more content. But what a World Cup that was.